This number is responsible for harmony and balancing things. It is the scale of numbers. And people with this number in their chart are particularly good at balancing people out. Neutrality and peace. 11s and 2s have grown up in environments where they have people fighting around them all the time, and they are the gentle hand that taps each of the combatants on the shoulder and calms them down. The 2 is always looking for a peaceful resolution when it comes to any conflictual moment. This is wonderful. 2 is amazing at doing this, but there is a detrimental aspect to this as well. And that comes in the form of sacrificing your own peace for the peace of others. 2 and 11 are always trying to maintain peaceful environments for other numbers around them. This is because they are represented by the element water, and they are constantly sending out waves and getting waves back to them. They are very aware of the energy and the emotions of people around them. So often they will take steps to minimize their own pain and their own emotions so that other people's peace is not broken. Metaphorical situation, it's not a literal one, but it might be something that a 2 or 11 has gone through. Let's say there's someone in a room and they're just yelling. They're just making random noises that are absolutely annoying. The first instinct of the 2 or the 11, if they are imbalanced, might be to just let this person make these noises, even though it annoys the 2, because they don't want to upset that person. This type of situation where someone is doing something that you don't like, but you don't let them know because you are afraid of breaking their peace, is a very common thing with the 11 and the 2. Like I said, 2 is water. They are afraid to rock the boat. You need to let people know how you feel, however, because you are doing a disservice to yourself by sitting there and being annoyed or sitting there and being hurt, because sometimes they will allow people to take advantage of them because they don't want to break that peace. They don't want to make the other person mad. That is toxic. It is detrimental to yourself, and it's not fair. These numbers 9, 2, and 11 are numbers that are very easily influenced. They actually have the capabilities to read minds. Now, where am I going with this? Well, there is a 100% chance that a belief in yourself, or otherwise a habit that you have, or a way that you carry yourself, was not gifted to you from you, because you are these numbers. All 3 of these numbers are connected to the element water. Let's say we have a clean glass of water. There is nothing in it. But I have another glass of water that has red food coloring in it. If I pour the red food coloring into the clear glass of water, it is going to infect that clear glass and it will turn it red. The 9, 2, and 11 are very similar in this aspect. But it goes so deep that a lot of the things that they think, the things that they do, are not even related to what they have going on inside of them, but are actually related to the beliefs, expectations, and overall way that people think about those people with those numbers. So when you have these numbers, you have to be so careful, and you have to learn how to deconstruct what is going on inside of your head and realize what is a thought that is placed inside of your head from your own fruition, and what is a thought that is placed inside of your head because someone else willed it there, oftentimes unintentionally. These are the type of people that can be extremely influenced by their family. They can be extremely influenced by their friends. They can just be people that are consistently leeching off of the thoughts and beliefs that surround them, given by other people. That's why they're good at mind reading. They can hear what other people think. But oftentimes this ability goes unnoticed, and instead of actually realizing that they're hearing what other people are thinking, they're saying, oh, this is my thought. I don't believe in myself. I can't do this. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever negative thought you may have going on in your head. Monitor this. Does it belong to you? Because it probably doesn't. And if you are having trouble actually deconstructing your head, your mother, or if your mother is a life path 11 or 2, or born on these dates above, you need to listen to this. Mothers with 2 and 11 are naturally going to be very emotional. They are very caring and understanding. So when balanced, they are very in tune with the emotions of their child. 2 is the number of sensitivity because it is represented by water. Mothers who are 2 and 11s are going to naturally have a built-in sonar that sends out pings to feel the emotions of their children. They are very aware of the emotions of their child. They can feel them. This is why sometimes the emotions of a child can overwhelm imbalanced 11s because they feel everything. So for a strong mother in the position of an 11 and 2, they must be very emotionally fortified. When imbalanced, you can see that these mothers really let their emotions get the best of them. But of course, this is not all the time. 2 and 11 are actually very nurturing numbers. 2 is the number of the mother. So when placed inside of a mom, they are an archetypal mother. They are someone that watches out for the way you think. They are someone that watches out for the way you feel. They are someone that always wants to provide and give to you. And most importantly, they are great teachers. 11 and 2 are the numbers of teaching. And for you mothers and people listening with mothers out there, there's a good chance that your mother is actually a real life teacher. 2s are very patient. Now there is a difference between a 2 and an 11. There's actually a difference between all 4 of these numbers. But for the 2 and the 20, you're going to see a lot more patience from them. From the pure 11 and the 29, not so much patience. The 2 and the 20 are naturally going to have more contained emotions, which will flow calmer. But 29 and 11 are very masculine numbers. As much as they are above the number 2, which is a feminine number, they have 1s above them. 29 happens to be the 10th prime number, and 11 is just made up of 2 1s. So this is why some mothers who have 11 and 29 specifically are going to be more combative towards their child than someone who is born on the 2nd or born on the 20th or is a life path 20. In their greatest state, the 2s and 11s calm everyone else around them. But in their distress state, the emotions of the 11 and the 2 are so intense, and because they are so related to water, they start to cause tidal waves around them where everyone's emotions are feeding off of theirs. This is also because 2 is the number of the moon. The moon directs emotions. So the mother who has a 2 or 11 is the director of the family's emotions. That's why they must never lose composure. If your life has 6 or born on these dates above, you feel uncomfortable when people do things for you for free. 6 is the number of balance. They are always trying to maintain balance. So when someone does something for them, they are expecting a payment to be involved. It makes them uncomfortable, like they immediately have to give them back something. But it's very sad because a lot of 6s are constantly giving things to people for free. Oh, you need help with some money? Here you go. Oh, you need me to go watch your dog for free? Here you go. Oh, you need some help? Here you go. Because 6 is balanced, they are always trying to balance other people. But there's this weird uncomfortableness when someone does something for them. It's kind of sad. If you're a 6, learn how to accept gifts and compliment.
Definitely. And what happened when you were 8 life paths where you were doing grimy? Came back right then, like that. Yeah. So this is what 8 life paths have to know. They must live a righteous life.
He does numerology. He's a Satanist. Really? Isn't there something in the Christian faith in the Bible called the Book of Numbers? I could be wrong, but it really says that in the Bible. There is something called the Book of Numbers. If the Book of Numbers is real, why are you attacking me? And here's the difference between Christians and Muslims. I consider Christianity the biggest cult in the world. Wow. About 2.3 billion people. Islam's right behind with about 2.1. Here's the difference between Muslims and Christians. I have never seen a Muslim tell me I'm the one who's chosen by God. Muslim has never spoken those words to me. I've spoke to too many Christians who told me I was chosen by God and I talk to angels.
I've heard that too.
I had a guy tell me not the other day that he's a John the Baptist, reincarnated. Wow. And he didn't even believe in Christianity until 3 months ago. So a man who started believing Christianity 3 months ago now believes he's a savior. Dear Christians, I know a lot of you are good people. You need to renounce anyone who says they're a prophet, because this is a mental illness blindness their people are using as a crutch for all
similarities in nature. However, the goat is too submissive and will trigger the ox. Because of this, the ox will find the tiger, horse, goat, and dragon are their enemy.
Most accurate astrology chart.
And stubborn, which make them unable to compromise. The goat and dog can create a passive-aggressive environment for the dragon, and it can cause fights. Chinese zodiacs that are enemies. Part 5. The dragon is enemies with the ox, goat, and dog. The dragon and ox are headstrong and stubborn, which make them unable to compromise. The goat and dog can create a passive-aggressive environment for the dragon, and it can cause fights.
If you add it up in numerology, B equals 2, L equals 3, blue adds up to 4.
How does L equal 3?
L equals 3 because it's the 12th letter. 1 and 2 is 3.
Got it.
Red, R is the 18th letter, E is the 5th, D is the 4th, so that adds up to 27, 2 and 7 is 9. When you have red and blue together, 4 and 9 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4. So even the blue and red lights the police function under all over the world, I might add, that light frequency is a 4. Do you understand how deep this stuff goes now? People just never dissected it. And this is some of the stuff I've been teaching my students within GG33. And now the public knows. So what I want the public to actually do is to start evolving all of this. I dropped enough seeds. And now you understand how people in positions of power actually use this. 50 Cent is born in a cat year. Cats are great psychologists. That boy likes to play mind games. Who are his enemies? P. Diddy. He's been going at P. Diddy for a decade now. P. Diddy's born in the rooster year. Cat, rooster, enemy signs. Who betrayed 50 Cent? Oh, 50, you're about to learn something. Who betrayed 50 Cent? The game. The game's a rooster. See, you empowered your enemy sign, he turned on you. Blue, if you add it up in numerology, B equals
did not know what I'm about to reveal. I've called it death code. Ladies and gentlemen, you can actually predict death. Not with the day, not with the time, but within the year with a lot of accuracy. I want all the Christians, all the Muslims, the Jews, the Buddhists, the Hindus, let's go down the line, the Scientologists. I want you to try to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. You won't be able to. People will question what the hell they're believing because then they will finally understand that this is a virtual reality matrix. Kobe Bryant, born in the year of the horse. He died a couple days into the year of the rat. Now that's his enemy sign. But where's the connection with the kid? Natalie Bryant, his eldest daughter, is born in the year of the horse. Kanye West, born 1977, year of the snake. His mom died in a plastic surgery accident in 2007, year of the pig. Enemy sign again. Michael Jordan, born 1963, year of the cat. His dad got 1993, year of the rooster. Enemy sign. This is what I noticed. The people start dying. Even the Rothschilds did not know.
Chosen ones, they people who are basically not in synchronization with our true purpose, it creates an energy of stagnation. So this is why the great majority of chosen ones must date chosen ones. Stop dating the NPCs, the drug dealers, the chicks that's getting the BBLs and things of that nature. The ultimate reason why it's so hard for chosen ones to be in a relationship is because we have a divine purpose that's basically in alignment with our soul's contract. And the vast majority of the time, the people that you encounter and frequent are monitoring spirits that are being weaponized to cause distractions and chaos within your divine purpose. Your soul's purpose is to reverse the polarity of the generational curses that subjugated your bloodline, because you're an old soul encapsulated inside of a young body, and the people within the infrastructure of your family are new souls encapsulated inside old bodies. So that's why you're the black sheep of the family, the golden child. When you have a divine mission that's preordained by the logistical order of the universe, you have to deviate from distractions. You didn't come back to the planet to be dating low vibrational ass people and NPCs that basically deviate you from your purpose. You came back to cultivate the balance within the infrastructure of the planet. And this is the main reason why it's so hard for chosen ones to be in a relationship, because we see beyond the illusions of the dualistic three-dimensional paradox. So when chosen ones date people who are basically not in synchronization with our true purpose.
I don't know what's coming over me, you guys. Very intense. 8s could be a significant sign as well. Oh my gosh, there's some energy here that's coming from the 8-8 portal as well. So look back to what you were writing down in that 8-8 portal. I feel like there's things that are about to come into illumination in like your 3D physical realm here. Okay, you're about to be seeing things with your actual 3D eyes here. But there is something here that it's like you are becoming in tune to your true power. And for a lot of you guys, you don't understand the level of like master manifester that you truly are, the way that you can create the universe around you, and the way that things are about to like magically just start happening because of your thoughts. You're going to start seeing this. But here's the thing. You have been in spaces of hell before where you dove deep. Whoa, I don't know what's coming over me, you guys. You dove deep into depression, sadness, everything like that, and you started creating a life like that. You guys have never understood the true power of your mind is what I want to say, but like the power of your it's not what I want to say. I want to say it's like the power of your inner self, the power of attraction. Okay, with the Empress coming out here, the power that you can attract. You're about to come in tune to these gifts, you guys. You are the fucking star. A motherfucking star is what the song that's coming into my head. I even said it like that. I'm a motherfucking star. I don't even remember what song that is. We also have justice. Like Spirit is coming in tune saying this is a time of a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity coming into your life. This is what this card represents. But there is a need for you to be flexible, like bamboo. It's strong, but it's fucking flexible. Okay. And the more that you are flexible, the more that you're swaying with the changes that are happening in your life right now, the more that, you know, because I really feel like there is divine intervention that's happening within your life. There's definitely divine intervention here. And there's, okay. The more that you are allowing yourself to sway with the changes that are happening in this divine intervention, the things that are falling out of your life and the things that are falling into your life. So the more that you're able to accept the things that are falling into your life and accept the things that are falling out of your life and accept the changes that are happening, the more that you are going to attract the abundance within your physical life, you guys. Generational curse breakers. This is the energy of a powerful fucking legacy, Empress. I feel like you're in the state of receiving right now. And I don't think it's just right now. I feel like this is your power. You have an extremely crazy power. Okay? It's like, it doesn't even do it justice by saying a master manifester. It doesn't even do it justice by saying spiritual powers, okay? This is like the level at which that you can attract things into your life is fucking wild. You are very much, I'm getting body chills. You are so powerful. And there's this energy that like this pressure, and I heard the song Under Pressure. Okay, dun 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 dun. It's this energy. Okay, so bringing in a little bit of like humor to what's going on is going to be important to this as well. You guys might even have like new spiritual guides that are coming in tune. Okay. Wow. You guys are going into the next level. So more like new spiritual guides are coming in, and like there's like introductions of new spiritual guides, or you're feeling like this energy of like a different way of channeling. Okay. Or you're feeling this call to go to different types of like magic, to different types of exploring different types of spirituality and everything like that. There's a reason for this. Okay. There's this energy that like you are about to explode. You've been under pressure. You've been in this pressure cooker for a reason. And it's so that you could get to this point of level of belief in yourself and your power. Your gifts. Look at this. Your gifts. There's a need for you to be extremely flexible in this time. Allow yourself to rest when you need rest. Allow yourself to dive into divination or prayer or whatever it is that you need when you need that. Stop trying to be fucking perfect in the 3D. Okay, stop trying to be perfect right now, because right now you're stepping into the state of like 5D like consciousness into higher realms of consciousness. I just heard 8D consciousness, so that's wild. This is very intense. 8s could be a significant sign as well. Oh my gosh, there's some energy here that's coming from the 8-8 portal as well. So look back to what you were writing down in that 8-8 portal. I feel like there's things that are about to come into illumination in like your 3D physical realm here. Okay, you're about to be seeing things with your actual 3D eyes here. But there is something here that it's like you are becoming in tune to your true power. And for a lot of you guys, you don't understand the level of like master manifester that you truly are, the way that you can create the universe around you, and the way that things are about to like magically just start happening because of your thoughts. You're going to start seeing this. But here's the thing. You have been in spaces of hell before where you dove deep yourself to the world. The star, you guys, you are the star. You are about to be seen, okay, on a massive flippin' level. You are about to be seen. You are about to be heard. Get ready to shine. Get ready to glow. Get ready to be seen. The way that you are about to reintroduce yourself, you guys, there has been a lot of past energy, of past trauma, of past healing. Oh my gosh. I keep hearing mirror. There has been like, you have been using this time to truly heal yourself and to let go of the past. The people within the past that really did you wrong, the people that lied or cheated or lied on your name, okay? The people, like there has been a lot of healing that has gone on. The sun at the bottom, you guys with the phoenix, you guys are rising. The way that you are about to reintroduce yourself to the world, that's what Spirit wants me to say. 1010 as I started this, you guys, the tower here, you literally, with the phoenix, are you kidding me? You literally lit your shit on fire. You burned it all to the ground. I'm hearing that TikTok song, like if you gotta burn it all to the ground, fucking do it. Burn it all to the ground. You did it. You did it. And that, you guys, is scary as fuck. You let go of a lot of people, places, and things, environments, within vices, within your past. You let go of an entire flippin' self. You let go of your old self. You let go of an identity. And people don't even understand the way that you are about to come into this world, the way that you have expanded, the way that you have been learning, expanding. I'm seeing like literally like a lit up crown chakra, like purple, just emanating out of your crown chakra. The way that you have connected with spirit and expanded your consciousness to this beautiful energy, collective consciousness, to this beautiful, oh my gosh, and I'm seeing a heart chakra just opening open, the throat chakra just, all of these chakras right here are just bursting the fuck open. And now you are about to be seen. The shit that you had to go through. The Six of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. The Six of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. The shit that you have been through. And you still sat there and gave. You still sat there and gave no matter what it was, because you are a true beacon of light, you guys. You are power. You are power. You have transmuted so many hurtful energies. I'm hearing a lot of stuff you had to do on your own. I'm getting a very independent energy here. A lot of stuff, you know, a lot of people don't even know the deep, dark trenches that you have been going through or had gone through in that past chapter. Baby, you're about to get justice for it all. The people that still like talked down on your name without even understanding how close you were to not even being a part. Listen. I'm so happy that you stuck it out. You are going to be so happy that you stuck it out. I'm just seeing somebody that's so purely grateful for their life, because literally it's been rough. The Wheel of Fortune, good luck, good fortune is coming in your favor. I keep getting the sense of somebody like going like viral. I keep getting the sense of somebody starting like their own business and like just getting business right off the bat. I'm getting the sense of you being very extremely successful, and I feel like your hard work is finally paying off.
Know that you're on your path because it disappears. That's how you know. Can't see where you're going. That's how you know. But everything you have lent on for your identity is gone. And so you are going to enter the black contemplative splendors of self-doubt at the same time as you're setting out on this radical new path. And then, you see, if you can put this across, people suddenly say, wow, amazing, that's my life, there's something astonishing about mine. It was a story that would be told to a young boy or girl that would ask the question, what do I do when I'm lost in the forest? So you need to know how you know where you are. Here's the answer that the the elder gives. You can feel from this how precise the teaching is. A girl who asks the question, what do I do when I'm lost in the forest? The elder says, stand still. The trees ahead and bushes beside you are not lost. Stand still. What do I do when I'm lost in the forest? Stand still. The trees ahead and bushes beside you are not lost. Wherever you are is called here, and you must treat it as a powerful stranger, must ask permission to know it and be known. Listen. The forest breathes. It whispers, I have made this place around you. If you leave it, you may come back again, saying, here. Stand still. The forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. See, what's astonishing about that poem is you can say, there are three things in this poem, you see, that are absolutely clear. First of all, the elder says, you cannot sleepwalk your way into your destiny. You must wake up and pay attention. Stand still. The trees ahead and bushes beside you are not lost. You must pay attention. Second stage is that in this teaching from the elder is this incredible feeling of silence. That unless you have this silence in your life, and you feel the silence in the poem, where he says, if you leave it, you may come back again, saying, here. And I think what the elder is saying there is that if you pay real attention, unless you have silence, an ability for silence in your body to do that, then you will get too frightened, because all the voices inside you will drown out any real change. You have 100 reasons not to make any real change, you see, and you've got all the voices and all the reasons not to do it. And so the ability for profound silence is being called on here, and then that attention can flower into something else. The forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. How'd you know?
You're a team to help you. I'm going to give you what I channeled, and then we'll hit the cards and see what there is to add. But the energy today is you are currently experiencing some type of a karmic person or situation. It really feels like a person, but for some of you, this could be the situation. And this is a reoccurring theme in your life. And so you might be quick to say, why is this happening to me? Why did this person do this to me? Why is this happening again? And you're being asked to look beyond that, because this is happening for a very purposeful reason. You are about to step into a brand new life, and whatever this situation is, it can't come with you. So it has been sent in to trigger up any emotions that need to be healed, to trigger up any parts of you that need to be integrated, to show you any areas where you are still limiting yourself. This leads to you absolutely shattering these limitations once and for all, creating a brand new life and stepping into the most independent version of yourself. And that can mean that you're truly moving forward by yourself, right? You're never alone, but you might be by yourself moving forward, leaving something or someone behind. But it can also mean that you're moving forward with a more fully embodied version of you in your true soul essence, in who you are. And so it's really stripping away that last layer that needs to break. And this is liberation. This is freeing yourself from limitations. And this is like the final play, right? That I just got like a football reference, like I don't know if it's football, the final play. I saw football, so maybe that's in a game or something, I don't know. But it's like the final play of the game is clearing this, and then you can step into your brand new life without this baggage. And so if you're currently experiencing this, know it's happening for you and not to you. And know that these triggers are meant for you to sit with them and feel them, so you can find this reoccurring pattern and clear it, right? And so you can find these feelings that are begging for your attention. You can find these versions of yourself that are begging to be integrated and bring it all back together. So if this is you, really look at, why is this happening? How can I use this as an opportunity to heal or grow? How can I use this for me and get out of that like victim mentality of, why is this happening to me?
Most people are not even aware that there is a consciousness shift happening on the planet right now. There's so many distractions. There's all this stuff happening, crazy stuff happening all over the world. And what happens is, when people are in fear and anger, they're much easier to control. They're much less likely to ask deeper questions. They're in survival mode. They're literally worried about their safety and their health. And because of that, what do most people do then? They look to authority. They look to authority to feel safe. They look to authority to tell them what's happening. And when people are in that level of consciousness, they are way less powerful. Now, there's a new earth that is coming. Can you feel it? Eckhart Tolle talked about this. He wrote a whole book about it called A New Earth, which has to do with a level of consciousness that is emerging on the planet. And literally, if we do not evolve our level of consciousness, our planet will destroy itself. Let's cross-check this over to what Dolores Cannon talked about in 17 or 19 of her books. And it wasn't even her talking about it. Dolores Cannon was a hypnotherapist for like 40 years. And her books are transcripts from people in a deep level of hypnosis. And tens of thousands of people all over the world have been in this specific healing hypnosis state where their higher self comes through. It's like voice recorded. Many people don't even remember when they come out what they're saying or what they said. They're in like this state of consciousness where their higher self and their subconscious mind comes through to relay all this information. And there's many books written that are just transcribed sessions with people. And interestingly enough, thousands of people from all over the world who have done this kind of hypnosis and their higher self and subconscious mind came through, you want to know what it said? Many times in different ways. We came here to be a part of this shift. The shift in consciousness. We came here to be and to help the planet move into what is called New Earth. A new way of being, a new level of consciousness. And we came here to help that transition happen so that people didn't get left behind. Because in Dolores Cannon's material, what it talks about is this 3D to 5D Earth split. Now this sounds very esoteric, sounds kind of woo-woo. And there are things we need to realize about this that I want to share because people might get kind of lost in the details of this. But a 3D to 5D Earth split. Let's first off talk about the different elements of 3D to 5D. It's very important to understand this because then you can see where your vibration is laying, because whatever your vibration is in, that is the reality you are experiencing. And what it says in the Dolores Cannon material is that there's these two levels of consciousnesses that will be on the planet for a period of time. But then eventually what will happen is these levels of consciousness will begin to shift. And with it, there will be an energy split that happens, an energetic energy split. I want to make that clear. This is something that also Bashar has talked about, who's been around for almost 40 years, channeling very similar material and energy. And what he talks about is how you want to be on the train track you want to be on, because as the years continue to progress, because things are evolving in consciousness, the track that you are on with the train track, it's like you're leaving a station. And what happens is eventually they're going to be splitting all these different tracks. And what happens is for a period of time, which is what we're in right now, you have the ability to look at the other train tracks to see what's happening. You can see. It's almost like there's a glass wall that you can look and observe. But what he says is similar to what Dolores Cannon says, is that as time goes on, it's going to be harder and harder to jump from train track to train track or to even see what's going on. It's literally as if your frequency shifts and then you just cannot perceive of the old vibration anymore, of the old earth anymore, if you're on the new earth. And vice versa, if you're trapped in the energies of what is called 3D, which is kind of being asleep in the illusion of duality, of separation. If you think of 3D and 5D Earth, think of it like 3D is that of separation, duality, good, bad, light, dark, fear, anger, being stuck in a form of victimization, being stuck in they're doing this to us, or they're doing this to me. stuck in the old patterns, angry, it's the government's fault, buying into the media. These are all very common things, the social conditioning of the third dimension level of consciousness. Now, what it talks about in that of Dolores Cannon, Eckhart Tolle even, Bashar, and even also the Law of One, which are considered some of the most profound channelings of our time, talks about this same split, this same type of energy, and it's called the harvest. The harvest is where it's happening right now. There's a harvesting of energy within every one of our bodies of consciousness that we have the potential to sprout. And there will be this option to literally upgrade to a higher level of consciousness in our life. Now, 5D is more about understanding connection to each other, unity. What we put out is what you put out is what you get back. That we're all in this together. When you think of 5D, it's also like having the courage to do the shadow work, to take ownership and responsibility for what's happening, not just blaming. Most
depths to which your soul exists goes far beyond, far deeper than the normal everyday person can comprehend or understand. You are always and have always been born. Did you see that orb? To see things beyond the here and now. You were always born to understand things on a much deeper level. You were born to feel things so empathically. You were born this way for a reason, because it was leading you to your cosmic gifts. It was leading you to your purpose, which is to lighten the world and the earth's frequency. You are far beyond somebody that probably has been called an old soul, but still has such a wonder and childlike wonder for the world, for life itself. You are an old soul here on earth, okay? And here to not only experience life, but to also experience not just the highs of life, but the deep depths, the deep darkness that earth has as well. You have been here, wow. Ooh, I just heard to protect. You have been here to protect, to help those buried in the trenches of darkness, buried in the dense energies. And therefore, in order to be a healer, a teacher, to help people to transmute the darkness, you had to do it for yourself first. And this is why you have been through deep, dark trenches, hell. You have been through this to understand and to give yourself love and grace, to fill yourself with love and grace, to transmute the darkness, to transmute what it is that you had been through, to use it as pain, to use the pain as purpose, to use the pain as power. You have been here to alchemize, to legitimately, I'm literally seeing you pour this pain into another cup, just like this temperance card. Thank you, Spirit. Pour your pain into another cup over and over again, using this alchemical process of magic to make it into something better, something more beautiful, something here. It is that you are here to teach and help others. You are here, you have the capacity to hold others' darkness because you have done it with yourself. You guys, the depths of your soul is so beautiful to the point that it makes me want to cry. And I feel like for a lot of you, it took you years upon years, and it was supposed to understand what it felt like. You guys have dealt with a lot of emotion. You have dealt with learning how to protect your energy. You possibly have even dealt with some form of addiction. The depths to which your soul exists You possibly have even dealt with some form of addiction, with some form of substance abuse in order to hold the deep depths, in order to try to deal with the dark, dense energies that you have dealt with. In order to hold this type of emotion, you have found ways to escape. In your younger years, you had found ways to escape in order to deal with the empathetic nature it is that you have, that used to feel as if it were a curse. You used to mute it as if it were a curse because it was not normal. But baby, you are not meant to be normal. You are meant to feel the way that you feel. You are meant to feel all of its entirety. Earth's presence, all in its entirety. You were meant to create. You were meant to show. You were meant to be an example to those who are dealing with the same things that you have dealt with. You are not meant to dampen your emotion. You are meant to be here for it. You're meant to hold it. You are meant to literally make it into something else. You guys are the priestess, okay? My sages, my mystics, my teachers, my healers, my wounded healers. This is the cycle here. It is that you have ended the energy of learning the things that you needed to learn in order to become what it was that you were here to become. You may have noticed, you may have noticed that things around your external environment are changing. And there is a big, huge call and need for you to let the things that are changing to simply fall away. You may have noticed your ego kind of falling away in terms here as well. You're noticing, not to say you are not going to have an ego. It is the energy of pieces of your ego falling away that are no longer serving your purpose, okay? That you are now stepping into wholeheartedly. There's a massive cycle that is ending and it has felt big. And your external environment is very much changing. I'm even hearing your For You page. You may have noticed things changing or switching up on your For You page, or there's this energy of feeling disconnected from certain aspects of your external life. This is all meant to be. You guys are truly the transmuters. We have the Lovers, the Devil, and the Magician here. You guys are here to transmute the dense negative energies that Earth has. You possibly have. You guys are truly the transmuters. We have the Lovers, the Devil, and the Magician here. You guys are here to transmute the dense negative energies that Earth has into love, into unconditional love. A lot of you are seeing things from a very different perspective right now, and you're seeing things on a much clearer perspective. It's almost like you are tapping into your whole divine self. I'm hearing divine union between your masculine and feminine energies, your dark and light. It's as if you are becoming the whole, reborn as the new. You are seeing clearly for the first time in this lifetime. This is all a part of the process. This is all a part of the discovering of who it is and what it is that you are truly here to be and what you are here to truly do in this world. And you are meant to bring light, love, unconditional love. You are meant to bring 5D consciousness into this time. You are meant to show, you are meant to shine in what it is that you have learned within your own life. You have always been a beacon of light. And for a while, because of the energies that you picked up on, the density of Earth, you drowned it in the darkness. But this was all a part of a bigger plan. Zoom out and see it from the overall bigger Bigger lesson, bigger perspective here. Zoom out. It was all for the greater good, for your purpose here on earth. You could not step into the role it is that you have today if you were not to understand and be familiar with the darkness. Wow. You guys, the death and rebirth. You guys are my wounded warriors. You guys are stepping into this position of healing. You have been in this position of healing, but you're seeing it in a different way, in a much different light. You have finally ended out some type of cycle here, and it's massive. You freed yourself, and it's almost as if you are going to teach others how to free themselves. You have been through the dark depths, okay? You've been through the death and the rebirth. You are the phoenix rising. You are letting go. How beautiful is this to end it out with the death card? You are finally letting go of that old person, that old version of yourself, and stepping into the new. And I'm here to tell you, you are here for big purpose. You are well on your way, and you are aligning with the reason you are here on earth, with your purpose, with your gifts. Don't be surprised if more gifts are coming into fruition right now. If you guys would like to dive deeper into your...
Don't come and comment on all my stuff talking about you keep succeeding. Everybody else around you keeps thriving. And then once you start thriving, then they keep going downhill. Illnesses, everything bad keeps happening to them. A lot of things back to back keep happening to them. I want you to know right now that the cycle is completed. You have already lived that humble life. God said it's done. You are not supposed to live that life. You are supposed to live the life of success. You are supposed to balance. And you can't balance when everybody keeps trying to humble you. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. And don't feel bad about it. Live unapologetically. Be your life path. Remember, you already lived that humble life. You already had that life. And if this message is not for you, it's not for you. Okay? This is going to make sense to whoever it's supposed to make sense for. This is a specific message for somebody that needs to hear this. But your life path is about balance. You've already lived that messed up life, but you keep allowing people in your life that are no good for you, and they keep trying to steal and take from you, and then they keep being successful. And every single time that you're successful, they try to make things harder for you. They throw their own projections. I want you to know right now, what you are feeling is not yours. Give it back to them. You need to sleep peacefully, knowing that nothing is going to happen to you. You are divinely protected. Have you noticed that everything around you started actually being good? Like it's not the fact that you can get away with things, but you can get away with a lot of things. I want you to know you could have got away with a lot of things. You completed that cycle a long time ago. People just kept trying to put you in that cycle. You were supposed to be successful right now. But people want you to be humble because they want to be successful. But no more. Stop being apologetic. Stop. My battery is about to die. Stop being sorry. Stop apologizing. Stop caring about everybody else. Give them their own projection. Give them their projections back. They're supposed to be humbled now. It's their time to be humbled because they had everything and they lost it all, but they used you to gain it all again and still took advantage of you and everybody else. They were not supposed to have your success. They took it. Now get it back. Be unapologetically you.
They should have returned the kindness you showed them, but instead they've made you their enemy. It's baffling. You never treated them badly, nor did you disrespect them. You stood by their side, believing they were someone special. Yet now they're actively working against you, trying to convince others to do the same. They're spreading lies, trying to ruin your reputation, determined to bring you down. So why do they despise you? It's because of your progress. If you weren't advancing in life, they wouldn't feel this way. If you weren't excelling, they wouldn't be bothered. They've noticed how much you've achieved, surpassing them through hard work and persistence. You've faced difficulties, been through hardships, but you're still moving forward. Their efforts to stop you have only fueled your strength. Your determination frustrates them because they don't understand how you continue to thrive. They tried to bury you, but instead, you've grown. Now, they watch in disbelief, wondering how you've endured so much and still managed to rise. Jealousy and envy fill their hearts. It bothers them that you're succeeding while they remain stuck. They act as though you've taken all the good things in life, leaving none for them, but that's not true. The world is full of opportunity for everyone, but their scarcity mindset blinds them to that reality. Their jealousy is holding them back from being inspired by your success. Instead of looking up to you and finding motivation, they choose to dwell in resentment. They hate you not because of anything you did, but because of their own insecurities and failure to grow. You gave them no reason to be resentful. In fact, they should be grateful for the kindness and generosity you once showed them. But now, it's time to distance yourself for your own well-being. Block them if necessary. Cut ties if you must. You have every right to protect your peace and happiness. Many of these people come from the same background as you, yet instead of cheering for your progress, they harbor resentment. They're waiting for your downfall, eager to celebrate your struggles. But their hatred isn't your responsibility. Their negative feelings come from the fact that your success highlights their own lack of effort.
You're a very dangerous person. You have learned the art of finding peace in the middle of chaos. Not many people can do that. When you can sit back and watch everything around you crumble and smile.
The truth is rare.
You're my kind of people.
It cuts too deep.
The unbreakables. The immortals. Your name is going to be written in history. People are going to know your name.
This is our life on earth. Dream, build on fake foundation. If we chase this world and this world only, then we are building everything on one big lie. What is the lie? I worked hard all my life. I did not have time for the Lord Jesus. I'm a Christian. I was born in a Christian family. I was baptized. I was raised as a Christian. I believe Jesus Christ is my Lord and my Savior. But then when I grew older, I started working. But there is nothing wrong with work. Yes, absolutely true, my son and my daughter. Nothing wrong with work. So I started working in order to achieve something in the future. I want to build a future for myself, especially after I got married, for my wife and my children, for my family. So I worked 7 days a week, 14-hour shifts. I had no time for Jesus Christ of Nazareth. The father came, the bishop came and said, my son, I haven't seen you in church for a long time. I'm so sorry, Father. I wish I had the time to come. Believe me, Father, I'm so busy. You know how it is. Life and its responsibilities. I've got a family to look after. So I'm working, Father, but the moment I have the time, I will come and you will see me in the church. The day never came, but one day came for sure and no escape from it. The day came where the spirit left the body and I was put in that casket, and everything that I was living, thinking is real was nothing but a dream when the spirit left the body. A dream. All gone. The mansion, the cars, the gold, the pearls, the diamonds, the money in the bank account, gone with the wind, just like that, the moment the spirit left the body. So what was all this knowledge I gained? Fake. Because I did it outside of God.
144,000. Have you heard of that number? Have you been seeing 144 lately? Have you been seeing the number 44? Have you been seeing 144,000? Yeah? Even 14? The 144,000, those are God's messengers. God's messengers are in the process of waking up. Some of them are in their cocoon phase already. Some of them have come out of the cocoon and are cleaning off their wings so they can fly. There's an angel that has woken up. There's an angel on this earth as we speak that has woken up. They carry the seal of God. Their journey is going to be unfolding. They have not started this next path yet. And I think that if they knew that this was going to be their path, they probably would not have. Because that's a big feat to take. But I just want to say, whoever this angel is from the east, they worked diligently, devotedly, patiently, gracefully to receive the seal of God. And their journey ahead is going to be working with the archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel. These four angels are at the four corners of the earth. They represent earth, air, fire, water. This angel from the east that has woken up and received the seal of God, their journey is getting ready to start. Their journey is getting ready to start, and they are going to have to approach the four archangels, these soldiers of God, and let them know that they have to wait for any further destruction. Because it's the 144,000. It's the 144,000 that need the seal of God on their forehead to continue.
Whole world falling apart, the feeling that nothing is going your way, nothing feels right anymore, it means you're ascending. For those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Alicia. I'm your sweet psychic strategist who is here to help you have it all because you deserve to have it all. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. This is my only account. Do not get scammed. Hit that follow button and sign up for my free newsletter for the more clear and loving guidance. This is very specifically for my visionary leaders and chosen ones, okay? This came through just very strongly, so I just want to give you the message. All of this breakdown where you're feeling so depressed, you're feeling like you're being ripped, like gutted from the inside out, where you don't know which way is up, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to get to where you want to go, you don't even know what you even want anymore because you have just been so disappointed by how little of what you wanted has come to fruition. This means you're ascending. The reason why you are ascending is because this is the old story, that old human false lie that has to be broken down. Your cells are getting a cellular upgrade. You're getting more crystallized in so that you can stay in the 5D, like more efficiently. 111 on the timer. That's why they're having your brain shut off, because everything that is racing through your brain is the old story getting purged out. You don't need to listen to it. It's going to give you anxiety. It's going to give you fear. It's going to give you overwhelm. It's not the energy. It's not the vibration. Purge that out. Do what you can to get more into a peaceful state of being, especially in your body, regulating that nervous system and getting it to calm the fuck down. That's really when all of the new reparations are going to be coming into place. You're going to need to really look out for the kinds of stories that you are really gravitating towards. Enemies to lovers, touch her and you'll die. Friends to lovers, underdog story. Someone who was born with superpowers but then put in a ordinary situation, like hidden from the world until they were ready to emerge. You're gonna want to write down those tropes, those story tropes, because that is what you are ascending into. You're ascending into the time where you are that main character now, emerging, showing their powers, knowing knowing that they were meant for something more, being different and being okay with that. This is what you're stepping into. Let yourself rise. This is gonna feel like very uncharted territory for you, because you are used to having things in a plan according to schedule. You are a hard worker. You will make something happen. This ascension that you're having right now is basically answering your prayers. Hear me out. You wanted work to be easier and more effortless. This is allowing you to work more easily and effortlessly. Think about it. If you're 100% totally connected with the 5D, you don't need to sit here and muscle through everything anymore. You're just going to be divinely guided, and things are just going to show up for you, whether you put in the work or not. And when I say work, I mean like human work hours. You're going to be able to do a lot less physical actions within the 3D matrix in order to get the abundance in the 5D that you're wanting. Enjoy, in a way, this state of not knowingness. You're just basically getting plucked out of the matrix timeline and getting put into the 5D paradise new earth timeline, where you're going to be so much happier, so much more abundant, and your life is filled with so much more love in every area of your life. Like, follow, comment if this